Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Modded Minecraft 1.12, playing the Direwolf 20 pack. Man, that is a mouthful of an intro, but here we are on this SMP server, hanging out with, well, let's bring back the HUD. We can see Original Junior's on. I think he's gone AFK because he did not respond to me right there. So, what are you going to do? I'm not going to fault him. He's probably AFK. Because it's pretty late where he is, because it's also pretty late where I am. But anyway, let's turn around. Today, what are we going to be working on? Well, let's get over here. There we go. You can see we've got a little bit of a structure over there, and I don't have Optifine in, so I can't do a cheaty zoom key. And what we're going to be looking at today is trying to get some power going. So we've had a couple of people in the comments, Dadcraft and Scott R. Thank you for your comments there, saying, I really want to see a deep dive into immersive. And so that's what we're going to do. We are going to jump right in. Let's see, is there anything around here? You may notice that the chests are still in their standard Christmas garb. And if you look at me right here, I've got a Santa hat on. Yep, it's the day after Christmas and I'm recording this, but I don't know when you're going to get it. It just gives you an idea. I do backlog, and so if it seems like I'm not getting to your suggestions and your recommendations, it's because I do backlog. It's just the name of the game. We can't. We don't have quite the prolific producing or production that like Dadcraft or anybody have like that. I can't do it anyway. That's just a note about me. Anyway, we're going to jump into immersive engineering. So. Sit back, buckle your seatbelt. We're going to get right into this. Last time we were together, we built this crude blast furnace. We got some steel out of it. There you go. I think we've got all the creosote or all the coal coke out of that we need. We're going to chuck that steel ingot in there and slag in there as well. And one of the things I'm going to show you today is that I'm getting tired of dealing with this furnace generator. See, we have to come along here just so that the crusher and this furnace can work. There's a little bit of juice left in here, but overall the crusher, it requires constant care. So we need to get into a little more standard power. We're going to work on, well, you can't see it. I did show you. I've built something over there. We're going to work on the water wheel today, and that's why we needed that steel. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and make the water wheel. Okay, so you're going to need some of these water wheel segments. We're going to do 3 total water wheels, so we need 12 segments. Okay, there we go. Wait for the server to catch up, and then we do this like so. Okay, and then you need 3 of those, and with 3 you can get the maximum amount of juice out of a standard setup. So we're looking at about 88 RF a tick. It's pretty low, but it should suffice to start, as long as we can, say, get some batteries going. The next order of business is you've got to attach these water wheels to a kinetic dynamo. You got to turn the rotational energy of the water wheel into electric, which is pretty much what RF and IF, which is immersive flux, are. It's like electricity. But so you take a look at this thing. Okay, we need a copper coil block. That makes sense. A dynamo is really just a generator. And a generator is just a reversed motor. And motors have windings of coil, so you need a copper coil block. And so you need some of these wire coils. Let's take a look at that. Okay, not too bad, not too expensive there. Okay, some copper wire, and you get 4 of those, 4 of these wire coils for 4 of these copper wires. So not too bad. Let's take a look at this thing, shall we? Okay. You need to take some shears or wire cutters on a copper plate, and then you get a wire. But then how do you make that copper plate? Well, then you got to take a copper ingot with a hammer. You could do that, but you know what else you could do? Let's just go back here. We see this metal press. For every ingot, you can get 2 copper wires, whereas the other process, 1 ingot gives you 1 wire. So we're going to go the metal press route. So I told you we're going to go on a bit of a rabbit trail today, and that's what we're going to work towards. Okay, I've got my recipe set up for some of the other stuff we're going to need for that whole process, but we need to get to the metal press. And so We need to build that thing. It's a nice, it's a fun multi-block structure, but we're going to need some power to go onto that. What is it? Did we bring this up? Let's bring this up just so you can see. We'll go back here. It's a neat multi-block structure, okay? And we need some parts associated with it. And once you get to those parts, then you're going to need some RF transferred, and really you'd have to have a generator directly attached to it. I want to get into something called the power cell. Okay, this is from RFTools, so we'll bring that up. We're gonna get a power cell. Okay, this isn't too bad. Some redstone, which we've got. I've been mining. We've got some diamonds. I went and did some trading for emeralds. Okay, no problem. But how about this prismarine? I did find a couple of ocean monuments, but I haven't taken them on yet. I don't know that I'm ready to. And so, you know, what are you going to get? I mean, you know, we could do mob drops of either of those. Yeah, that's great. But I think what we're going to do is go into atomic, get an atomic reconstructor, go into Actually Additions a little bit, and convert some Nether Quartz. So we've got some Nether Quartz up here. Yeah, I've been to the Nether a few times. We're going to need a decent amount of that. I want, I'm going to need 16 total Nether Quartz converted over. So we need to build an atomic reconstructor, so we can do that. Okay. And then we're going to need a redstone torch. There's one. Okay. And we're going to need some juice associated with that. So let's grab that generator, and we'll grab some coal. We do that. And then we're going to go out here, check the time. It's getting close to nighttime. Let's get this button. We're going to reuse the button. Okay. I'm going to put this atomic reconstructor right here, and then we're going to click it, I believe. There we go. So it takes a pulse. And then if we put this button right here, okay, that should reset this thing if we ever have a problem. So we'll, yep, there we go. Okay. Now we need to put some juice into the atomic reconstructor. So let's put a generator right here, and we'll put some coal into that. And okay, it's got a decent amount of power loaded onto it. So let's put this and this, chuck that out there, and then okay. And what did that do? It didn't get everything. We got 5. Okay. And oh, it takes 30,000 per. Let's take a look at that. That's what I thought somewhere. Yeah. 30,000 per block. So this is going to be a little bit expensive, and this may take a while to build up. So let's do that and see how quickly it fills up. We can get 2 more, I guess. Right? Yep. Okay, that gave me 2. All right, this is going to take a while. I'm going to cut and get my 16 going, and I'll be back once we're ready with that. All right, I have got my 16 Prismarine shards. We can throw this in here. It's not that we actually need 8 of these power cells, but we are going to be setting up this network. So I figure better safe than sorry. So next we need the power cell cards. And really what this is doing, it's using a new mod that I've never used before. In 1.7, I used Thermal Dynamics with their Tesseracts. And then in 1.10, I used Ender IO and Dimensional Receivers, or Dimensional Transceivers. Yeah. This one I'm using power cells. It's from RFTools. And I really like this one because it does cost some RF to do that wireless transfer of RF. So I think that's really cool. There's a little bit of a cost associated with it. It's not a free transfer. So we're going to go with that. And I think we're ready to go on there. Now, for this multi-block, we are going to need some conveyor belts. And then over here, that's part of the heavy engineering block. We're going to need a redstone engineering block. So that recipe makes 2. We're going to need some steel scaffolding, and then the heavy engineering block. And this is where it gets interesting. We're going to need some steel plates. Okay. And we use bunch of the hammer there. That's fine. And then we need to make some, let's just bring up this recipe here. Heavy engineering. Okay. So I've already got the recipe kind of set out for you. We need to make some electrum. Okay. I'll come back to that in a bit. The next piece we need right there is some steel plates around copper. We're going to need 2 of those. Do I have some copper hanging out? Yes, I do. So we'll take like so. Okay. And then we can get our steel mechanical component. We can put that in the recipe right there. And then we need to make some electrum. Okay. So let's take a look at that, shall we? Can we get to a recipe? There we go. All right. So electrum, you can do smelting on, I believe. Alloying. Electrum grit. How about Electrum Blend? Can we do that? Can you make it? Does it show it here? I don't know if it does. No? Let's see. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and get to... Okay, you can make it here in the smeltery with... yeah, alloying. So 1 part gold, 1 part silver. I could do that. I've got a smeltery available. So I could go the easy route and just throw it in there. Okay? I've got the gold and silver right here. No problem, right? Okay? I don't want to do that. I want to use the immersive engineering. So we're going to be going with the alloy kiln, and we'll see if that actually costs any fuel. I don't know if it does. So we're going to make this alloy brick here. And we'll put some sort of a cover over top of it. It's a 2x2 structure. I think we don't have enough room out here or along the sides of our house. So maybe we'll throw it right here. And I misplaced one. So let's get that. And then we still have our engineer's hammer. Right click. Okay. And then chuck that in there. And what does it take? I have no idea what this takes. So let's go over here. Maybe some... Let's try coal coke. I've never seen this done before. So I don't know. I don't know if we can actually do this. And if worst comes to worst, we'll just chuck it in the smeltery. Let's go over here. Piece of coal coke? Yes, okay. So that's going to take... That's not going to take too long. And does it have any other outputs? Okay, there we go. We get electrum, and then we can go back in here. And we'll put this right like so. And boom, we've got a heavy engineering block. We'll come in here, grab our piston, and then any other things. Okay, that should be sufficient for now. Let's come out here, and then we'll go... let's go maybe right here. So if I get this correct, we'll do the scaffolding right like that. We'll do the redstone engineering block right there. And then good on that. Do a conveyor belt there and a conveyor belt there. We'll do the piston like that. And yes, it's not in the correct position, but that's fine. We'll put the heavy engineering block right there. Whack that. Can you... Maybe that's not going to work so well. What if we did this and can... No, that's not going to work. That's going in that direction. The engineer's hammer is supposed to be able to turn that piston around. Okay, how about now? Okay, well, there we go. And I failed in my preparations to do one thing. Let's put this coal coke over in blast furnace just because I like that. Put some of that going. Okay, I need I need a chest. We've got a couple there. And we'll need a little bit more. So do that and then grab a little bit of iron, and we're going to throw this mushroom into the fridge. We'll go over here, make another chest, and then we'll make a couple of hoppers. This one I know I don't have to look in JEI for this, but this is a standard vanilla one. And there we go. All right, we'll come back out here, and we're going to put hopper into that, and then put chest down like so, hopper into that, and then a chest on top of that hopper. We'll go sleep and take away the nighttime, and still nothing from original yet. So I think he is AFK. Now what we need to do is we're going to take some of this copper. We need, let's go back here. And we'll take a look at that dynamo again. Sorry, we're doing a lot of crafting here, but hopefully you like this. This is the deep dive into Immersive, and I could bring up the Immersive Engineering Manual and show you all this, but I've had some issues with it crashing back to desktop, so I've had to do this research off camera, and then I'm bringing it to you. So we need... for this copper coil block, we need 8 of these wire coils. You can get 4 wire coils for 4 copper wires, and you can get 2 copper wires per ingot. So what? 2 ingots here, so 4 ingots total. Excellent. So we're just going to put 4 ingots into there like that, and it's all going to go in the hopper, and that's great, but nothing's happening there. And we also want to make sure we have some way of turning this on and off. We need to get some IF into this thing, and that's where this power cell is going to come in handy. Now, can we do some parkour? Yes, we can. All right, we're going to put cable in there, or a card in there, and then we'll do a generator. Let's grab that and that. Okay. And maybe we'll stick the furnace generator on this side, and coal generator, where'd you go? Coal generator up on that side. And then we can take one of these other power cells and throw it into here. All right. Now, each of those power cells holds 1,000,000 RF, I believe. 1,000,000? Yeah, 1,000,000. Okay, and then what we do, put that. Okay, ID8. So we'll do that. And we'll come over here and put this into here. Okay, and each of those should be getting, well, we won't know. What if we threw some sand? No. Gravel? Let's just throw a couple pieces of gravel in there, and we'll drain that out, the existing. Okay. There's not much in there right now, but let's throw, yeah, we'll throw a half a stack each from furnace generator and coal generator, and hopefully that starts building up into our RFTools Powercell network. Well, it's going to go into where? Maybe it builds up the generator first? No. Ah, it is. How about here? Set all sides to accept energy. I don't want to do that. Try in. Okay. But I want to set the bottom to out. So maybe that's not going to be so useful there. Well, let's just do this. And we'll set this to out. Is this okay? Well, we've got we've got IF in there. Oh, there's one more thing. I completely missed this, and I've got all the... We need a press, okay? Yeah, that's the next order of business. Okay, so we need to get a press mold, and I completely forgot about that. Let's take a look at those press molds. Like so, we want this one, metal press mold wire. So we need an engineer's workbench, and then we need the engineer's blueprint, and some engineer's wire cutters, and 5 steel plates. Okay, so again, I told you, deep dive. All right, so we've got our engineer's workbench, and where are we gonna put this? Maybe right there. Okay, it's as good a place as any. And we need steel plate up here. That gives us the engineer's blueprint, and we can put this in here. Okay, and then get our wire cutters, and we're so close, so close. So let's put this here, and then like so, and we get our press mold. Excellent. We'll come out here, put the press mold in. We've got a press mold. Why are you not working? It should be taking items out of here. And it's not working. It worked in my test world. It's on. What if we did just... No. No. It's not doing it. Well, I may have to go off camera for a bit and see what's going on there. So I'll be back in a bit. Some of you are probably just yelling at the screen right now, and for good reason. For good reason. I was not paying attention when I selected what I needed to do here. I picked the gear because I had gears on the mind. I needed the wire. Okay. Anyway, hopefully this works now. And we'll go over here. We'll put the mold on here, and boom. Excellent. That only gave... Okay, it gave 2. Okay, good, good, good. All right, then we can put the rest of those, and then it should go straight into there. How much is that? Okay, it didn't take too much RF. Okay, and then just to minimize any issues with the server, where did I put? It's on the other side. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, sometimes I derp. Okay, there we go. All right, we got our copper wire, and it is nighttime again. So yes, we are going to sleep yet again, and hopefully by this point we should be good to go. Let's take our wires and do like so. We get our copper wires there, and go all the way around. We got our copper coil block. Excellent. We'll put that on there, and we get a Kinetic Dynamo. Excellent. Now, we need to put away some stuff because we don't need all of this junk right here. Put the metal press gear there. Steel scaffolding we don't quite need. Furnace generator, not too keen on anymore. We are going to take some of this other stuff over to our new project area. We've got Electrum ingot. We can chuck that in there. Redstone engineering block. I'm sorry to be doing this on camera with you, but it's just the name of the game. We need to keep our inventory fairly straight. So we're going to take one power cell over there. We're going to chuck the rest of those in there, and we're going to take a power cell right here, and we will add this to the network. Okay, there we go. Link ID 8. Excellent. So this is going to be out, and the other one's going to be in. We're going to go get our water mill set up. I think we've got time for that. We've got that and that, and that, just in case we need the hammer there. I don't think we're going to need any iron ingots, but you know, I've been proven wrong in the past. We'll chuck that up there, and we'll keep some cobblestone on us just in case. And I think, you know what, we may need one more bucket, so let's do that. All right, and we're going to need a bucket and maybe a bed while we're over there too. I don't want to deal with any potential monsters coming and messing with me. So, yeah, there we go. And it's annoying going back and forth. We're going to remedy that. I've been working on an overall design for this area in my creative testing world. And yes, I do have a creative testing world for this one. I open up a new one for every mod pack I deal with. And so this is no different. We've got one for this world, Direwolf 20 pack. So we're going to come over here. Actually, I need to fill these 2 buckets like so. Okay. And then we will come inside of this amazing structure here, and maybe we'll drop down like this. I'm using hempcrete. We're going to be using some themed material. I'm going to put this kinetic dynamo right like that, and that's correct, I believe. Let's just take a look. Yep, okay. And then the power cell is going to go on the outside right here. We'll put this, we'll install it like that, and then all sides will accept energy. Okay. And then we'll come down here and put our water wheel. Can we reach? Oh, no, we can't reach. Of course we can't, because we are not in our creative. Oh, we can't quite reach it. Okay, let's do this. Can we attach it? No, we're not close enough. Okay. It's always something. All right. Okay, we have to attach it that side. No? What in the world? It's not going to let me... What if we did hempcrete right here? Is something blocking it? Maybe something is blocking. Maybe it doesn't like that. No. Oh, okay. But then I can't. It's always something, right? And I don't have an axe with me. Okay. And well, if I did this, I'm gonna be breaking that. Oh, it's always something. Always something. Okay, so usually I have these things planned out a little bit better, but there we go. Okay, now what we're gonna do is come back in here, and we need to fill in back with our hempcrete right like so, and then we take our water buckets. Okay, and that should get things spinning. And they're going to be spinning unevenly, which may not be a problem. Who knows? Okay. It's a lot easier in creative when you're doing this, because you can just drop out and, or well, you don't even have to worry about refilling your buckets. So let's come over here like so. So down 1, 2, and 3. Yep. And then down here. And that should give us an infinite water source in the middle. Yep. Okay. And then we'll stack jump up here. And we'll put that and that. Okay. No problem there. And then we got one more set to do, I believe, right in there. How much are we getting out of this setup? I don't know if we have to do a source right there. Let's take a look. It's filling up. Or maybe let's go in. Let's try that, and we'll do this again. None in. So maybe something's not quite right there. And then we'll do this and this. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go right there and right there. And that should be sufficient. And we should have enough glass maybe to cover in what I have messed up. But we've got a water wheel going, and I don't know if that's enough. It says 84,340. Okay, I wonder if nothing else should be requiring RF other than the machines I've got over here, which should be already filled up. This is full, yeah. And over here, set all sides to out. Okay, so we've got RF in those. All right, let me go off camera and watch this a little bit. I'll bring you back once I figure out whatever might be going on. All right, well, I am not quite sure what happened. I did remove all of the water sources. I replaced all of the water wheels, and when I added back water sources, I didn't add any along this row right here, since maybe that was stopping it. I don't know, but you notice that things are increasing now, and that means we have a passive form of RF generation using immersive engineering, and we have done a deep dive. Hopefully you are liking that. We did touch on a few different mods. Let's not do this one. Let's get rid of F1 right there. Maybe like this. Take the not so sneaky screenshot, and then we'll come back over here and maybe take a screenshot of the metal press as well. But here we are. We're starting into immersive engineering. And don't worry, we are going to do something with our industrial hemp. We're getting close to doing something with it in a more automated fashion. Yes, there you go. Just a little hint, okay? But here we go. We've got the metal press, which is pretty cool. We've done an atomic reconstructor with Actually Additions, and we've got some RFTools Powercells going. And best of all, we've got a lot of power storage available, and I don't have to keep feeding a coal generator for any of this stuff, including my ore processing. Very, very basic ore processing. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, a like is always appreciated. And if you haven't done so already, think about subscribing so you're up to date with everything going on the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying our time here on Direwolf 20. If you got any more suggestions for things to take a look at, you know I'm going to be looking at immersive engineering, and I think next episode we're going to jump into some forestry, maybe play around with that a little bit. We'll come back to immersive engineering. We're going to go through all the machines and all of that, but I think it's time to get started on some bees as well. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.